G'day everyone, welcome to Collective Shift. Today I've got a really actionable takeaway for you for what you need to know if you've missed everything or trying to catch up with everything that's going on in the markets the last 48 hours. I'm going to break it down to you here in less than 10 minutes. We're going to talk about Luna, we're going to talk about UST, we're going to talk about potentially how this is the Lehman Brothers event for crypto, what you should do, and some really just actionable insights. So my name is Ben. I've been in crypto for the last 5 years, seen this a number of times before. Bitcoin's actually gone down more than 50% a number of times, but there's a few things that are happening that has never happened before in crypto, and it's really important that you pay attention and make some real decisions for yourself over the next few hours. Okay, let's jump into it. So first of all, we put out this update earlier this week around UST. So we saw the UST stablecoin start to lose its peg. So I posted this on US time 2 days ago, so about 48 hours ago. UST was trading around 94 cents, and there was a lot of cases to be made around how it could continue to get worse. And there's a lot of stories around this was a targeted attack. There was, someone was targeting UST. It's all, like sort of feel sorry for the UST community and projects. Well, the reality is this is an untested ecosystem. Now, this was a top 10 project. Everyone believed in it, and it has continued to lose its peg. So what Terra have done is they've deployed their Bitcoin reserves to try and return the peg. But amidst the panic, it is really pushing Bitcoin down. There's a lot of negative sentiment, and UST. I mean, this is a day ago. We had that bounce up to around 90 cents, and now UST is trading at 47 cents. So confidence has completely lost here, and I think there is a lot of companies that are leveraged on UST itself. So if we bring over to Will Clemente sort of mentioned around, how many crypto funds projects were actually holding UST, how many custodians, lending clients in Anchor, etc. Now, this is just rumors at the moment, but there's word that, for example, some of the lending platforms and VCs had a lot of their holdings in UST, and obviously when you're losing 60% of that value overnight, that's going to have huge implications on the industry across the board. So one recommendation right now that I put out just before is to get your crypto onto a cold wallet. So consider moving your crypto off exchanges right now, especially if you're on a lending platform. I'd strongly advise you to consider that. This is the Wild West. We don't know how this is going to play out. I personally have everything in my cold storage, not earning a yield, not doing anything like that. I would highly recommend thinking about moving that to a cold storage until the dust has settled. Number two, let's talk about Luna. So Luna has plummeted about 98%. This was a top 10 project, so we're down 86%. This has gone from, only like 2 weeks ago, less than 2 weeks ago, we're at what were we? Market cap, $30 billion project, and we're now sitting at a $1 billion, two and a half. So we're down 97% in the last month. Huge moves. Now, we own Luna in our long-term growth portfolio. Like a lot of other people, and right now I would not be touching this at all. For me, we haven't sold just yet, just because it's we're already down 98%. It was only 10% of our portfolio. We've got a pretty diversified portfolio, so we're not selling at this point. But I would not be buying in. I would not be recommending to get in at this stage at all. We spoke about that a little bit. Why we didn't sell Luna, and that's because of our diversified portfolio. If you are really all in on Luna, I really feel sorry for you. And it's really important in times like these to learn and move forward in knowing that, you need to be diversified in crypto. And, this is a huge risky sector. And a lot of these assets haven't been battle tested with the economics that we're at right now. So we could see, I think we've already lost the trust in Terra, lost the trust in UST. No idea how this could play out, but I, definitely wouldn't recommend buying in at that stage. We've seen Coinbase as well, publicly listed, the only publicly listed crypto company. It is trading at $94. I'm not sure, that might be lower now, but trading less than Cardano, for example, down to $55. This has lost 63% last month. Just massive losses. The market cap's only $12 billion, which is huge. It's a huge loss. This was trading at we were trading at $342 a few months ago. But if you take a step back and also look at where Bitcoin's at, the prices. What are we? I think we're down around 55%. I think we're now down below 30K. Oh, we're back up. So we're chopping around that $31,000 range. Now, the reality is that we're actually holding up relatively well, because if you look at some of these other tech stocks, which we are super correlated to in the stock market, like, I mean, Amazon hasn't, I'm not sure what the Amazon ticker is. Amazon hasn't had a really big pullback in a number of years. I mean, maybe back here in sort of the 2018 September, we went from $1,900 down to $1,400, so about a 25% pullback. It hasn't had that pullback. This is the behemoth. Like, this is one of the biggest tech companies in the world, if not the biggest. And this is also having a sell-off going from 3,200 down to where are about 2,100. So it's had a considerable, nearly 30% pullback. So, looking across all tech stocks, Bitcoin is highly correlated against these assets. And considering we're still holding up at that $31,000 range, I think it's pretty good. We've had a big bounce off the $29,000 lows. Could we go lower? Yes. It's very similar to 2018 when we were sitting around the $6,000 range, or sorry, $9,000 range. It was super bearish. Everyone was giving up. Everyone was throwing in the towel. And we then, had that huge capitulation down to 3,500. Now, this is, for me, giving us some pretty big potential buying opportunities. Like, this is generational wealth accumulation phase for me. Like, if we head down to, the $25,000 range or something like that, like, I really will be considering buying. Down 55,000, so down 50%, 55% from November. This is just another pullback. It's the fifth 50% plus drawdown we've had in Bitcoin. This is crypto. It's the Wild West. It's important not to panic. It's important to breathe and just take a step out. I went for a walk this morning, just really calm the head and think about your trading and investing strategy. Now, if you have been over leveraged, if you are all in and you're very worried about your investments, I'd urge you just to take a step back, breathe, understand what you need to live. If you need money to live, we're obviously going to need to sell some, but I really hope you haven't got yourself in that situation. If you have and you're now will be on that and you're actually really struggling, please, mental health is very important. So please stay safe. We've got a few resources. I'll drop this link below. If you need some help, you can message me on Twitter, DM me. Please let me know. I've heard a lot of actually really devastating stories about people who had a lot of money tied up in UST, a lot of money in Luna. So please be careful. As Will Clemente said here, like, this is like the Bear Stearns Lehman Brothers event, but no government bailouts are coming. And this is why crypto is the way it is, and it's why the technology will continue to get better and better over time. It's because we learn from these lessons. Now, obviously, it's very painful in the short term, but we learn from these lessons, we build, we make it better, and that's what's happened over the last 12 years, and it will continue to do that. Will more legislation come in? Of course, with all of this. Like, this is nasty stuff. This is very scary stuff. So, yeah, sending my wishes out to everyone. Hope you are all doing well, but yeah, don't panic if you've got cash on the sidelines. This is going to open up some pretty good buying opportunities for those good premium assets that you've been wanting to get a little bit lower entries on. So stay safe. If you want more up-to-date insights, we're covering the markets. We're doing live Discords. We had over 100 or 80 people into our live last night from our membership platform, where we get a team of analysts in and we talk about the markets, and it's been really fun and just been really good insights to organize and think about how to navigate this market. So you can head over to Collective Shift if you want to check that out. If you want more videos, please give us a like and a subscribe. But apart from that, we'll leave it there. Thanks, guys.